Hey everyone, just doing a quick video on a recent experience I had on US Airways. It's quite a funny story if you didn't have to live through it, so you'll probably get a good laugh out of it. And I'm going to use this video to send to US Airways to kind of say, hey, thanks for the email that says the details you have provided regarding the service has helped us identify areas that need improvement. We'll send it to the executive management team so issues can be addressed internally. But as far as any free peanuts or anything like that, we don't really care about your experience or your time. So this is the story. A business colleague and I showed up at the Minneapolis airport, and the plane was about 25 minutes delayed. No big deal. Our layover in Philadelphia was about an hour to go to Atlanta, our final destination. So we arrived in Philadelphia about 25 minutes late, and the stewardesses and steward told us, hey, some of these connecting flights are real tight. We're going to call to the desks of these different gates and make sure to let them know that you're coming. And we were in the front, like right after first class. We had the first row, which was really, really nice. I had leg room. My feet were out in the aisle. I couldn't complain about that at all, or the staff on that plane. We got to the front of the plane immediately. It wasn't even 5 minutes. I told the stewardess, hey, we'll be able to make it. Even if we had to run to this gate, even though it was kind of on the other side, we were in the same, like they'll have terminal A, B, C, D, E. We were in the same terminal. So we came in C4, and our gate was like C50 or something, C40. It was way down there, but it was the same one. So we knew even if we ran, we'd make it, right? So we did. We got there, and we were, the flight was to leave at about 3:25 or something like that, 5:25, 6:25, something 25, and we got there at, let's say it's 3:25, we got there at 3:04. And the door was closed, and there were two of the rudest, meanest people ever. And, we came up to the desk, and we're out of breath, and, yeah, we're here. Here's our tickets. No, we're full. Full? What do you mean full? The stewardess was supposed to call you. We have tickets for this plane. We have to get to Philadelphia, or we're in Philadelphia. We have to get to Atlanta, and they're like, hey, sorry, we're full. There's this big, huge customer service kiosk for US Airways, like 3 gates over, which I don't ever remember, and I've flown a lot in my lifetime. Just a big, huge customer service, buffet. Ran into another rude, extremely rude. These people hate their job. They seriously hate their job. They seriously hate dealing with people, yet they have customer service jobs. It's ridiculous. So this extremely rude, slow, discourteous man's plan at the customer service, and we were just pissed and we're hungry, right, was that we fly back to Chicago. And if you know any geography about the United States, Minneapolis to Philadelphia, back to Chicago, at this point, we could have driven from Minneapolis and picked up this plane in Chicago to Atlanta, right? And we're like, this is ridiculous. But this guy is obviously an imbecile. He obviously hates his job. He obviously has, the human condition, right? He's a cow. So I got on the phone. I started yelling at people, hey, we got to get to Atlanta, and we shouldn't have to fly halfway back across the country to get, another plane to get to Atlanta. What if that one's delayed? And they say, oh, yeah, we're sorry. We're so sorry. We got you taken care of, no problem at all. After an hour, I should have added, and it is a big deal. After I sat on hold for an hour, right? And it wasn't like it was 3 a.m. It was somewhere in the afternoon, mid-afternoon, dinner time at latest, right? Maybe 6 o'clock at latest. Yeah, no problem. We got a plane for you. Just go, and it's right here too. It's C40, right in the middle where you're at. So I run up to the gate with my business colleague. We say, hey, they have 2 seats for us on this plane. And the guy says, no, we're full. And we're like, what the hell? You know, we don't have tickets to Chicago. We don't have tickets to, we don't have tickets anywhere really at this point. And the guy says, well, hold on. I'll see if anyone will give up their ticket. Immediately, 2 savvy business hustler people, a man and a woman, are standing right there. Of course, they both have middle seats. One's at the front of the plane, one's at the back. Oh yeah, we'll give up our seats. And the guy says, great, here's 2 first-class ticket seats to that flight. Right? And I'm like, I don't even know if it registered at that point. And he gave us the tickets, and the people say, first class people go on, and there these people go. And my business colleague and I are like, did they just give them first class tickets for standing there because they have shit seats? Yes, they did. When we walked on the plane, they were sitting there in first class, sipping tea, eating a sandwich. We were starving at that point. And that's the end of where U.S. Airways sucked. Besides that, they suck. And I sent them an email. I explained it to them. They said, yeah, fuck you. You made it anyway, right? You made it to Atlanta 5 or 8 hours later with some, shitty circumstances in between. You got to both sit in a middle seat next to big fat people that should have got 2 seats but didn't. So, like I'm smushed. My head's like the size of a pumpkin and it's all red. I'm getting squished and all the blood pumping into my head, right? No, we don't care. So to add to that night, and what they don't care, think about, so when I sent them an email, I said, hey, I already got tickets. I'm going back to Atlanta. Why don't you bump me up to first class? Yep, nope. Like, how about some free peanuts, right? Nope, we can't do anything for you. That was the serious response back. I mean, they're not willing to give me $1. They're not willing to let my luggage on for free. They're a shit airline. In fact, I'm going to cancel my reservation with them and use somewhere else. Southwest Airlines or something like that. I'd rather fly direct anyway. But anyway, to continue with the crazy night, and that was the end of the U.S. Airways story. So you go to the rental car place. Rental car not there. No cars to rent. None. Want a car? Nope, too bad. Atlanta. Opening season for baseball or football or whatever. So we get in a cab, $100 cab ride, which we found out later should have been $45, of course, right? To the wrong hotel. Get in the hotel, get up to the front desk. Nope, there's another one. It's like a mile away. Another cab ride, and we finally made it. But hopefully you got a laugh or two out of this, and hopefully this stays on YouTube for the next 100 years, and anytime someone Googles U.S. Airways, they can see that they're not the tip-top customer service company. One last thing. You cannot call them about a complaint. You must email, write, or fax them a complaint. I sat on hold for more than 2 times, for more than an hour, to try to figure this out. And both times they told me the same thing. I went to a supervisor and everything. You cannot call and talk about, you can't air grievances on the phone. So this is what I got. I got YouTube, and I hope this stays on here 200 years. Peace out.